of $12,000 off a new 2013 F-150 Super Crew or the new 2013 Ford Edge SE for only $23,999 plus 0% for 60 months on most new Fords. So find out why everyone's making the switch to America's #1 selling brand. At Buster Miles Ford in Heflin, I-20 exit 199, the difference worth driving since 1947.
Something this beautiful, you think it must be expensive. But sometimes things aren't what you think they are. In fact, you might be surprised at how reasonable our prices are. We know that value is really important to people in this area, so we work hard to provide personal, caring service that is affordable. K.L. Brown Memory Chapel, where our prices are as attractive as our facility.
What do you want to get done today? Want to take the loader off? Bing, bang, boom. Need to connect a mower deck? Oh, look, you just did. The one family subcompact tractor with dozens of attachments, only from John Deere. Now, how can you top that tomorrow? That's how we run, and nothing runs like a Deere.
Stop by Snead Ag Supply for great deals going on now. 7 convenient locations or online at sneadag.com.
Yeah. We're back at Pete Matthews Coliseum. Two teams have already punched their ticket to the county tournament final tomorrow night. The Sacred Heart Cardinal on the boys' side beating Oxford, and the Anniston girls defeating the Piedmont Bulldogs on the girls' side. We got two more tickets to be punched tonight. The first one up, Jacksonville girls taking on the Oxford girls in what should be a fine game again. And we got some defending champion in Jacksonville against an Oxford team that is looking for a little revenge over last year's loss in the quarterfinals.
Yeah, we talk about teams like Jacksonville, also teams like Anniston. They don't just compete for county championships. They also compete for state championships. And this Oxford program is one that's really starting to rebound, really starting to come back up. And they're back in the semifinals, which is where they feel like they should be. They looking to knock off the county champions, just like in our last game. Sacred Heart was looking to knock off the county champions. So a lot of talent, a lot of competition here in this next game.
So you got Jacksonville, though. They did lose a very key player last year, yes, as well as both Anderson did as well. That was the big matchup that we saw last year, but Jacksonville is trying to fill that role this season.
They have, and they're looking at it with two juniors. Both Virginia Poe and Angel Kidd have been their leading scorers all season long. They didn't get a lot of playing time in their last game because they won 66-16 over Faith Christian. So both Angel Kidd and Virginia Poe only scored 12 points in limited minutes. So we'll see what they do in this kind of game where they're probably expected to play all 4 quarters.
And for Oxford, what are the big keys for them to be coming out with tonight?
Really, for them, they haven't been in this situation before. They haven't been in the semifinals looking for a shot at the finals in a very, very long time. Really about them, it's about settling down. They can still feel the energy from that last game. Everybody that was in this gym really felt it, and you could see everybody got into it. Even when these two girls teams were warming up, there's a smile, there's a twinkle in their eye, just because you feel that energy. Sure. And for Oxford, you want to do that to the county champions, just like Sacred Heart just did. So you want to feed off that a little bit, but at the same time, you got to play confident and composed.
So we'll see if Jacksonville can knock off Oxford, much like Sacred Heart did. But as you mentioned, it's one of them changeover games. The teams that play the second and third game of a 4-game header, they always get the best of both worlds, you know, because they got some of the early crowd that hangs around, some of the late crowd that comes in early, and we got a good crowd on hand here at Pete Matthews Coliseum for another semifinal matchup, and we will bring you more of that coming up next. Inside Pete Matthews Coliseum, you're watching Calhoun County Basketball Tournament action right here on TV 24.
Does this sound familiar?
I have been waiting for 2 years for my husband to do the things on this list. Can you help me?
Yeah, let me help you find somebody for that.
Come in today and let us show you how to boogie down that to-do list. We can dance all your troubles away and help you get on the right track. We can help you with all your home improvement projects. Let us break down your to-do list and help you take back your weekend.
Come visit us at Oxford Lumber and Ace Hardware and find out why we're different. And don't forget to sign up for your Ace Rewards card.
Scott, do you not know it's January out here? Chad, the deals are so hot here at Cooper Chevrolet, I thought I'd work on my tan.
Good Lord knows you need one.
The deals are hot at Cooper Chevrolet Buick. Save big on remaining 2013 Buicks priced thousands under invoice, like 2013 Buick Enclave. Save up to $6,000 off MSRP. Or the Buick LaCrosse. Get up to $4,500 in discounts. Cold weather brings out the hottest deals. Only at Cooper Chevrolet Buick. South Quintard in Anniston.
Chad, does it look like I need some more lotion on?
Downey Drug, serving Calhoun County for 4 decades. recently voted the best pharmacy in Calhoun County. We emphasize personal service, answering your questions, filling your prescriptions in minutes, not hours. Being locally owned and operated, your money stays in your community. Our prices have been compared to all area pharmacies, and once again, we win. Isn't it time you experience the best pharmacy in Calhoun County? Downey Drug, Welborn Plaza, Alexandria.
When it comes to great tasting barbecue, nobody does it better than Dad's Barbecue. Dad's Barbecue is slow hickory cooked to perfection, and Dad's menu includes a wide selection of popular items such as our smoked chicken sandwich, ribs, salads, and the best chicken fingers in town. And Dad's does catering, so let Dad's take care of your next party, family reunion, church function, or any type of get-together. Family owned since 1985. Dad's Barbecue, with locations in Anniston and Rainbow City.
The 2014 Calhoun County Basketball Tournament is brought to you by the Calhoun County Commission.
And we're back here at the Pete Matthews Coliseum as we are set to take on yet another semifinal game tonight at the Pete. There you see the starting lineup for the Oxford Yellow Jackets. You got number 3, Casmine Copeland, Winter Taylor, Lexi Higgins, Deanna Clark, and Sabrina Abbott. That'll be the starting 5 for the Yellow Jackets, who come in looking to knock off the defending champion Jacksonville Golden Eagles. And for the Jacksonville starting lineup, see a couple of familiar faces from last year's championship team: Virginia Poe, Jasmine Easley, Angel Kidd, Destiny Easley, and Deja Kirksey. So there are your team's starting 5s for tonight's semifinal round game. Mentioned they will play to face off with Anniston in tomorrow night's championship round game. Set to tip off at 6 p.m. live right here on TV 24. So that is who the winner of tonight's Oxford and Jacksonville matchup get. And as we mentioned, some of the returning faces that we saw last year for Jacksonville. Of course, Angel Kidd and Virginia Poe, as you mentioned in the start of the broadcast, G. 2 really good players. And I know Poe actually was out a little bit with the injury last year, and they were still able to take the title. So some good players, no doubt. And we will see how they face off with Oxford.
It's been a long time since Oxford has been on this stage, and yeah, I'm sure they want to get a little bit of revenge after what happened to the boys.
So the Yellow Jacket faithful just switch ends of the court and cheer on the other team from their school. And Poe will go right to the inside lane and gets it off the glass and in. Nice start for the Golden Eagles, and that's going to be a quick foul called on Angel Kidd. She gets the body involved there.
That's something Jacksonville likes to do. They like to go full court pressure. They did that to Faith Christian in their quarterfinal game, and they were able to get out to a big lead, 16-0 early on.
Kidd with a steal. She's going to take it the length of the court. Got a couple of defenders, but she goes a little too hard off the glass. Poe there for the rebound. She puts it back and in.
Take a look at the replay. Nice follow by Virginia Poe. Doesn't use the backboard. Nice little shooter's touch. Gets the basket. 4 points for Jacksonville, 4 points for Poe. Number 4.
So Jacksonville with an early 4-0 lead as Poe and Kidd. Some veteran leaders for this school as they come out quickly, trying to get it down inside of the paint. They got a little bit of size advantage down there with Sierra Stone and Deja Kirksey. Oxford will push it back quickly the other way. Copeland, shot, no good off the front of the iron, no good. And again, a long, towering shot by Deanna Clark does not fall, and Kidd's gonna push it quickly back up the floor. Poe can't quite handle it, does scoop it up, but it's going to be out of bounds, and Oxford's going to take over possession. So it's a little sloppy start for both schools, but that's to be understood. You got a lot of energy flowing and probably a few nerves as well. Copeland between the legs tries to go left hand. She's got a wide open lane to the basket. Goes up with the right hand though, but it is blocked. Rebound by Kidd, and she's going to push it quickly into the lane, up with the right hand and off the glass and in. 6-0 Jacksonville.
Both the juniors, Angel Kidd and Virginia Poe, have all 6 points. Nice move to the basket there by Kidd.
And Copeland quickly down the floor, as I think we're going to see a lot of up and down action tonight. Not much time for anything tonight. It's just going to be pretty quick. Copeland takes the length of the floor, and she actually gets fouled on the lay-in attempt. So she'll go to the line for 2. First shot off the mark, no good. Checking into the game for Jacksonville. Can't quite make out the number. Looks like it's going to be Darian Martin. Copeland's second attempt off the back iron, no good. Kidd now pushing it. Boy, they are quick down the floor. Poe can't handle the pass, though, and Oxford's going to push quickly the other way. Lexi Higgins gets it over to Copeland, who dribbles back around for Megan McCartney. Down inside of Winter Taylor. Now McCartney for 3, no good off the back iron. Kidd quickly down the floor. This ball does not touch the floor very often. It's pass, 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 and it's up underneath the bucket before you even realize what's going on.
Yeah, credit coach Ryan Shambliss. They have these teams really playing sort of above the rim, or not really above the rim, but really above the floor, so to speak. Not a lot of dribbles, not a lot of wasted time.
Higgins, right-hand runner, no good. Kidd again quickly. Poe wide open, off the glass and in. 8-0 Jacksonville.
Good look at the replay there by Virginia Poe. Nice, easy basket.
Ball tipped up by Poe. Down on the baseline for McCartney. Shot off the back iron, no good. Rebound by Sabrina Abbott. Long 3, no good. And again, rebound for Oxford as Higgins comes away with it. Now back to Copeland inside the paint. Front iron, no good. Follows her shot. Rebound, no good. And Jacksonville winds up with the basketball.
Good effort there by Oxford. Got about 4 offensive rebounds on that possession.
Long 3, good for Poe. And she's got 9, and it's an 11-0 advantage for Jacksonville.
It's good range there by the guard. We saw her go down low early on, and she is one of those two-way players, good defensively and great offensively. It's a good look at Coach Ryan Shambliss. He's already brought one of the Blue State Championship trophies back to Jacksonville. It's a very, very proud girls athletic program. You know, they have a couple of volleyball championships as well, one this past year on the volleyball court as well in Class 4A. So this is a well-respected girls basketball and a girls overall athletic program with the Golden Eagles.
No doubt about it. So 4:42 and Ryan Shambliss and squad have firm control of this game, at least in the early going. McCartney into Copeland, back to McCartney, who's going to try and dribble through, loses the handle just for a second, and the defense is all over for Jacksonville. Poe with the loose ball. Easy lay-in, and it's 13-0.
She was our MVP last year as a sophomore. A couple of huge three-pointers, and so far, so good for Virginia Poe. She only scored 12 points all of last game. Her and Angel Kidd both had 12 points all of last game in their 66-16 rout of Faith Christian. Already 11 points to go, and we're not even halfway through the first quarter.
Nice effort. She's been the beneficiary of some nice looks down low. She also did drain the 3, though, so she's showing a little bit of range as well. Stolen away again. Kidd, loose ball. Does she get it in there without having the foul called against her? She does, off the right and the glass.
There's a good look at the replay. A lot of people remember a girl by the name of Lacey Buchanan was a star player for this Jacksonville basketball team. Angel Kidd reminds me a lot of her.
No doubt. Nice bucket there by Copeland. She's going to get the bucket and the foul, so she'll go to 1 free throw on the line. So the first offensive points of the night for the Yellow Jackets comes through big, and that's going to take us to our first TV timeout of this contest. Under 4 to go, 3:46, and a matter of fact, 15-2 Jacksonville over Oxford.
The Calhoun County Commission, made up of Fred Wilson, Tim Hodges, Don Hudson, J.D. Hess, and Rudy Abbott, asks that you take a look at what Calhoun County has to offer. With our beautiful parks, neighborhoods, recreational facilities, historic sites, and museums, our citizens enjoy a high quality of life and strongly support the arts. If you're considering expanding or starting a new business, take a look at what Calhoun County has to offer. You'll be glad you did.
Scott, do you not know it's January out here? Chad, the deals are so hot here at Cooper Chevrolet, I thought I'd work on my tan.
Good Lord knows you need one.
The deals are hot at Cooper Chevrolet Buick. Like new 2013 Chevy Malibu was $24,765. Now only $19,998. Plus save up to $6,000 off 2014 Chevy Silverados. Cold weather brings out the hottest deals. Only at Cooper Chevrolet Buick, South Quintard in Anniston.
Chad, does it look like I need some more lotion on?
Back at Pete Matthews Coliseum, under 4 to play. Jacksonville with a 15-2 lead over the Oxford Yellow Jackets. And really, so far, it's been defense, defense, defense. Jacksonville's turned in that D to some pretty easy looks down low.
That's their bread and butter. They want to make sure that they put as much pressure on you as possible because they know they have the athletes to score whenever they need to go on their half-court offense. And so far, it's been nothing but aces for them as Oxford struggling to find some points here.
There's the Bolton Chiropractic player to watch for Oxford. That's actually Casman Copeland. Virginia Poe is for Jacksonville. I'm sure that Coach Peoples would love to have Virginia Poe on her team, but not quite the case. There is Virginia Poe for Jacksonville. The 3 won't go, but Casman Copeland, with the Bolton Chiropractic player to watch for tonight's matchup.
So far, our players to watch have 13 of the combined 17 points in the game.
They do. So Oxford with the basketball, trying to get something going as Copeland is going to use the dribble. Good bit between the legs with the left hand. Now kicks it down low for a 3-point attempt. No good by Winter Taylor. Copeland now with the 3. Attempt going to be off on the left side. Rebound, nice follow on the shot, but can't get the rebound and shot to go back through. It was Lexi Higgins with a rebound, couldn't get the shot to follow though. And Angel Kidd has a little bit of too much heat on that pass. It's going to go out of bounds, Oxford basketball.
Jacksonville sets right back up in that defense, drops back a little bit. They'll go man-to-man, and Angel Kidd gets a steal.
And again, that defense will lead to likely points for Jacksonville as Kidd can't get the shot to fall, but he's going to get the foul called against Higgins.
One thing with Jacksonville, and really with a lot of good teams, what you have to do is be able to break that press. And we saw the Piedmont Lady Bulldogs struggle with that in the first game. And so far, Oxford is struggling with it here in the second game.
So in for Jacksonville, a couple of changes. Talia Morgan steps onto the court, a sophomore. Second attempt is good. So 16-2, Golden Eagles on top. And Oxford just having a hard time with this press right now for Jacksonville. As going to be a quick call on Brandy Kennedy.
The foul is on number 10, Destiny Eastley for Jacksonville. Her first, team's 4.
And finally get it across the timeline. Copeland being defended very tightly by Easley. Lay in, no good. Gets her own rebound though, gonna dribble it around and find her teammate Higgins. And they're gonna look to reset this offense. 2:19 to go, they trail by 14, trying to get something going. Copeland drives the lane, left hand, no good. Poe with the rebound.
Something we haven't seen Jacksonville in a long time is their half-court offense.
And kiss off the glass. She call that shot?
Absolutely. I think she did.
As long as it falls, you got to take it, right?
She can call it in midair.
So give her 7 on the night. Her and Poe combined have 18 points, and that's the total for the Golden Eagles, 18-2.
And it looks like I'm not sure if they will give her the shot on this one. She just kind of threw it up. Kobe Bryant's perfected this. Just when you get fouled, just throw it into the stands, and hopefully you'll get the continuation. And that's exactly what Kazmine Copeland did. And able to get 2 free throws on the play.
Back iron no good on the first attempt. So easily will take a seat on the bench for Jacksonville, for Darian Martin. And there's Kazmine Copeland, the Bolton chiropractic player to watch for the Oxford Yellow Jackets. She has the lone points of the night for the Yellow Jackets. Nice pass down low. Doesn't result in points though, and it's going to be a rebound for Oxford. It's going to be Deja Owens. Senior. Virginia Poe will be called for the foul. That's going to be her first, sixth for the team. Taylor, long cross-court pass. Nice look for Deanna Clark, who knocks it down.
Good play there by Oxford. Good find on the backside of the defense. Found her wide open. Hit that shot just inside the paint. It's a good play for Oxford.
Good intensity by Copeland, who takes it the length of the floor with the right hand and in. She got back-to-back buckets for the Yellow Jackets, trying to get some life here in the first quarter.
Giving Jacksonville a little bit of his own medicine right there. Tough, strong defense leading to offense on the other end, and Kazmine Copeland able to finish.
Long 3, no good. Kind of rough off the back of the iron there. Copeland's going to get the rebound. Dribble with the left hand into the lane. Tried to dish it off down low to teammate Clark, but had it knocked away. It's going to remain Oxford basketball. And that's going to be a push. Clearly by Copeland, trying to break free of the defense. It's always like the receiver. You know, once you extend those arms,
right,
you're done for. It's out in the open.
And don't forget, after this game, we'll have one more semifinal game to settle out to see who will play Sacred Heart in the finals. That'll be Alexandria and Anniston.
Good look down low. Again, this time, though, blocked from behind by Owens. It's a good defensive play because there's a great look by Kidd down low. 14 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Kidd is going to be fouled. That foul is going to be on Lexi Higgins. And that is her second.
Good call there by the officials. 3 players down there. She did get hit, so it gives Oxford 4 fouls in the day.
So Kidd has it stolen away by Higgins. Goes left side, and there's all kind of penetration coming for defensive pressure coming from behind. That's going to go out of bounds, so 2.3 seconds to go in the first quarter.
One thing
going to be some free throws here.
Yep, yeah, I was going to say one thing about the pressure that Jacksonville gives is that you foul a lot. And here with 2 seconds to go in the first quarter, every foul from here on out, they'll be shooting free throws. Right now they're in the bonus. 3 more after this, they'll be in the double bonus. So Jacksonville's intensity is really, really strong and really good, but at the same time, it can't come back to bite you.
So Oxford making a little bit of a point here to end this first quarter. Held scoreless for most of the first quarter, come up with 7 here in the last few minutes. Good way to finish. 2 free throws good by Higgins, and she's going to check out for McCartney, who's going to come in. So 2 seconds. They don't have much time. Poe from half court, going to be no good even if it does go, and it does not. So that's going to be the end of the first quarter of play. 18-8, Jacksonville leads Oxford. As we got the second quarter action coming your way from Pete Matthews Coliseum. Keep it right here on TV 24.
I shop at Oxford Lumber and Ace Hardware because I get to park at the front door like a rock star. I also have an in-store wingman for everything I need. Also, I get the best brands here. Also, the best prices anywhere, and overall, Oxford Lumber and Ace Hardware is the best.
Come visit us at Oxford Lumber and Ace Hardware and find out why we're different. And don't forget to sign up for your Ace Rewards card.
No one's quite sure when boys turn into men, or if they ever do. And although we never had a choice on how we entered this world, we do have a choice on how we leave. If you've ever considered cremation, consider this. You can still have a funeral. You can still have a memorial service. That way, everyone you ever said hello to will have a way to say goodbye. K.L. Brown Funeral Home and Crematory.
Dr. Quentin Ray, Calhoun County Tournament t-shirts. We're going to try to pep up the Oxford fans now. Oxford cheerleaders, let's do your thing.
Thanks, John. Of course, special thanks to Dr. Ray, Dr. Lawler for giving us the t-shirts today once again. As we mentioned in the last broadcast, definitely proud sponsors of a lot of different sporting events we have. We certainly do appreciate all the sponsors that help us put this together. The second girls semifinal game is 1 quarter down, and Jacksonville right now in command 18-8, although Oxford, G, had a good run there to end the quarter.
Yeah, they did. They were able to put together some offense, and their defense really stepped up too. Casmine Copeland was big.
Long three by Poe, going to be no good. Again, rebound by Copeland. So Oxford with a chance to cut into this lead yet again. Tries to go between the legs, loses the handle, gets it back, and she's going to attempt the three. Front iron, no good. Can McCartney pull it in before it goes out of bounds? And she cannot. So it will go out of bounds, and it will be Jacksonville basketball.
Jacksonville's not one of those teams that just gets on a lead and really likes to sit on their lead. They're a lot like Anniston, where they really want to play well the entire game and make sure that they get the things accomplished that they want to get accomplished, because they know that the road from here on out is a lot stronger. And Jacksonville's one of those teams that will most likely play back in this arena again. And they expect to each and every year back at the regionals.
And they called that last foul on Copeland, by the way. It was kind of a touchy foul there. Nice steal here by Deanna Clark, and she's going to get the lay-in. So a big steal in points for the Yellow Jackets, 18-10 now, as they continue to try and cut into this lead. Wild shot in the corner. Not there, but the putback is Sierra Stone, the 9th grader. Very good height inside from the 9th grader.
It's good play, good putback, and good awareness.
And nice move there by Copeland again. So Oxford now finding a little bit of rhythm as Copeland goes with the right hand off glass. Good body control too, stayed out of the way of the big freshman. And now they got the ball back as well.
Good shot there at Tanya Peoples. Talked about how she's really revived this program, this Oxford girls basketball program that fell on some hard times, and now they're one win away from the finals.
Copeland just dices her way through to the bucket. Can't get this one to fall. I think it hit every piece of the rim before it rimmed out, and that will be last touched by the Yellow Jackets. And Coach Ryan Chambliss wants a 30-second timeout to talk it over with his squad, as he doesn't like what he sees so far here at the beginning of the second quarter. Just 2 points so far in the opening minute 41.
Talk about this Jacksonville girls basketball team. We talk about this program, and this is a team that has one senior. They're led by juniors, sophomores, and we saw a couple freshmen as in Sierra Stone. But one senior is Jasmine Ely on this basketball team, so they have a lot to look forward to as the years go along. It's 3-4 juniors on this team, led by, of course, Virginia Poe and Angel Kidd, the two leading scorers right now for the Jacksonville Golden Eagles. So Ryan Chambliss has a lot of talent coming back through the pipe, so to speak. Tanya Peoples knows she has to be excited too about the future of the Oxford girls basketball program. Hopefully games like this and wins like this will help the other girls that have some talent in the hallways come out and play some basketball next year.
So Poe goes baseline, is stopped immediately almost. Kidd now. Little shimmy shake at the three-point line, dishes it off when she gets into the lane, and it's going to be a foul called against Oxford.
Good find there by Angel Kidd. Knew that she had that wide open lane, but saw something a little more open. Able to get it down to Stone, and Stone will get a shot at 2 more.
And the first attempt is good for Stone. Under 6 to play now. Trying to make it a 10-point lead. And she's got 4 on the night. And the Golden Eagles do lead by 10, 22-12. Copeland baseline. Turnaround jump shot, no good. And Stone with a rebound, and she's knocked over by Copeland. That's going to be a foul on the Oxford point guard. And quickly, that's number 3 on Copeland, and that is not good for the Yellow Jackets. She's been the main engine here so far for the Yellow Jackets. Now she has to take a seat, so you kind of wonder where Oxford's going to go to get this engine rolling again.
Yeah, they were able to get some good defensive plays there. But now it's all about some offense, and with their leading scorer on the bench, it's going to be hard to find.
Loose ball. Quick pass from Higgins down and low, and the shot no good by Clark. So Poe quickly back the other way. Right hand to left hand. Runner in the lane, no good. Again, Higgins with a rebound. Looking, has a teammate open. Nice pass by Clark, but it's going to be knocked out by Jacksonville.
Good play there by the Jacksonville defense. As you see, Destiny is taking a seat for Jacksonville.
McCarthy wide open for 3. Front iron, no good. Rebound by Clark. Back to Higgins, who has a cross-court pass to Winter Taylor for 3, no good. And this one last touched again. I think that was on the freshman, Sierra Stone. Higgins across to McCartney again, open for 3. This one again won't go. Stone again with a rebound. Kidd quickly the other way, has Poe on the left side. Takes it herself instead, and had a wide open Golden Eagle down low, but they can't get the shot to fall as Deja Kirksey's a little short on the attempt. Higgins looks to Clark. Clark wasn't ready for it. Higgins now down to McCartney. Inside the paint, and the shot is good. Winter Taylor, sophomore, with an easy 2. That's her first of the night. It's an 8-point game, 22-14.
Good looking shot there by Winter Taylor. Wide open, you have to take advantage of those, and she does.
Kidd going right side. Nice crossover. Jump shot will not rim in, but there's the freshman to pick it up. And her second attempt does fall. So give 2 more to Sierra Stone. She's got 6.
Take another look at that. Sierra Stone just gets the ball at its highest point both times, able to put the ball back in for 2 points, and she's been a fantastic addition for this team.
McCartney for 3, back iron, no good. Quick rebound by Martin. She's going to push it straight to the lane, and that's going to be a charge. Great body position by Winter Taylor. And that was a clear charge. Feet definitely set.
Yep. Good call there by the official. Good job by Winter Taylor to get her feet set. And Angel Kidd gets her first first foul of the day.
So 3:25 to go now. Oxford still leading by 10, 24-14. McCartney has it open on the right wing, doesn't want to take the shot. And that attempt by Taylor is off the mark. Kidd now pushing. This time Clark for three. Misses and goes out of bounds. So 3:05 to go. We've got a TV timeout. 10-point game. Golden Eagles on top of the Yellow Jackets. Coming back for more in just a moment.
What do you want to get done today? Want to take the loader off? Bing, bang, boom. Need to connect a mower deck? Oh, look, you just did. The One Family Subcompact Tractor with dozens of attachments, only from John Deere. Now, how can you top that tomorrow? That's how we run, and nothing runs like a Deere.
Stop by Snead Ag Supply for great deals going on now. 7 convenient locations or online at sneadag.com.
When it comes to great tasting barbecue, nobody does it better than Dad's Barbecue. Dad's Barbecue is slow hickory cooked to perfection, and Dad's menu includes a wide selection of popular items such as our smoked chicken sandwich, ribs, salads, and the best chicken fingers in town. And Dad's does catering, so let Dad's take care of your next party, family reunion, church function, or any type of get-together. Family owned since 1985. Dad's Barbecue with locations in Anniston and Rainbow City.
Back at Pete Matthews Coliseum. Game 3 of the night. Of course, we have another boys semifinal contest immediately following this one. Of course, we are on the campus of Jacksonville State University at the historic site of this tournament, Pete Matthews Coliseum.
Another plug for TV24. You can watch these games streaming online. You can watch it on your tablet, on your computer, cell phone, TV24.tv.
McCartney off the mark again on that three. Higgins now drives and goes up with the right hand. No good. And here comes Poe and company the other way. Clark almost walked with it. Poe now for three. Does not get it to fall. Rebound. Nice strong board down low. First attempt not good, but Kirksey knocks down the second one. And she's got her first 2 points of the night. Higgins kicks it out. Shot off the mark. No good. So Taylor's been on and off. That time she's off the back of the iron again. So Oxford's had some open looks. Just cannot quite get them to fall tonight. Nice runner in the lane, left hand by Angel Kidd.
Yeah, good hesitation there by Angel Kidd, able to get the stutter step going and then take it to the basket wide open and finish.
And she did go with the right hand. My vision was a little blocked there. So Jacksonville out to a 14-point lead, and we got a foul on the floor. Actually going to cause Lexi Higgins to go to the line for two. One and one.
So the next foul, Jacksonville will be, or Oxford will be shooting the double bonus. 2 shots here, still 1 and 1.
Higgins knocks down the first. Oxford is doing their best to hang in, but it just seems as though Jacksonville just has the upper hand
here. They do, and they've gotten a little bit of foul trouble early on, and so they really had to play really less aggressive. And give credit to them, they had 7 fouls with 2 seconds to go in the first quarter. They've only had 2 fouls since then.
Poe for three. Can't get it to fall again. Kirksey down low. She's going to be fouled on the putback, and she'll get 2 shots.
This one looks like it turned into a free throw contest for the last minute, 45 seconds into the game. He's taking another look at the replay at the foul. Deja Kirksey. Good look at the sophomore. One of the very young players for Coach Ryan Shambliss. He'll have her for another 2 years, have Angel Kidd for another year, Virginia Poe for another year. Destiny Easley's just a junior as well. As we mentioned earlier, Jasmine Easley is the only senior on this ball club. We saw freshman Sierra Stone, number 13, get some serious minutes. So very young basketball team for this Jacksonville Golden Eagles.
Nice touch there by Kirksey. Gets the second one to fall as well. They've doubled up Oxford 30-15. Long pass going to be out of bounds as Higgins a little bit off the mark on that pass. So Jacksonville with an opportunity to build on that lead. 1:35 to go here in the second quarter. And baseline drive. No good by Easley. Going to be Higgins coming back the other way with a right hand, no good. The rebound down low. Loose ball picked up by Clark and not going to fall.
Lots of missed inside shots here. I know Tanya Peoples cannot be happy with the amount of missed shots inside 10 feet.
Poe, quick pull-up jump, and that's going to be an over-the-back call on Easley. Clearly out of position there, and good job getting the box out by Taylor in the right spot, and she's going to get 2 free throws to go along with this. That's the one that really hurts, is when you get to reverse total ends of the court and get 2 shots.
Yeah, and that's really completely unforced because Sierra Stone had position to get that rebound, and Destiny Easley really just came over the top, and there's an easy foul call for the referees. And as you see, we're now kind of at a slower pace of the game with both teams really in foul trouble. It's 17 fouls overall for both teams, and now Jacksonville will be shooting the double bonus for the last 61 seconds of the game. Let's take a good look at Morgan coming back in, the sophomore for Jacksonville.
Second attempt no good, so Jackson will push back as Martin kicks it over to Poe, who again throws up a 3. Can't find that shot so far here in the second quarter. Higgins in the corner. Clark, baseline shot, no good. Gets her own rebound off her foot, and she's able to corral it before he goes out of bounds. Now she throws up a 3 again. No good. Poe down low with position. It's going to go off her foot and out of bounds.
32 seconds to play. See if Jacksonville can get some points here on the board. They haven't scored in a while.
30 seconds to go in the second quarter. Stone will set the high screen almost at midcourt. Poe will take the shot, no good, and she got away with a foul there. Thought she was over the back, kind of reaching in there at the last second. So Higgins has 7 seconds to make something work. And the long 3 will not go in. So Taylor misses off the mark as time expires on the first half. So your score as we go to intermission, 30-16. Jacksonville is over Oxford. We'll come back to Pete Matthews Coliseum here in a moment. And John Holder first down on courtside. John?
Okay, guys, Jacksonville head coach Ryan Chambliss. Coach, your team started out really hot, maybe hit a lull there, but then you got hot at the end. Kind of assess your play in the first half.
Yeah, we got a little bit of foul trouble, and you know, they changed their defenses up. They do a good job of that, and that, you know, that kind of slowed us down a little bit. We changed our defense up due to the foul trouble, so just got to adjust, you know, and try to do a little bit better in this third quarter.
What did you think the best thing that you were pleased with about your team in the first half?
We're running with the ball pretty good. I just, you know, wish we turned a few more of them to points, you know. I think we threw it away some, and you'd like to see us get a layup or get a good shot instead of doing that. So we got to do a better job of that here.
Coach, good luck in the second half. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Ryan Chambliss, head coach of the Jacksonville Golden Eagles, guys. 30-16 lead here at the half.
They look pretty good so far as they've almost doubled up Oxford 30-16. As you mentioned, John, the final score of the first half of the contest. We got second half action coming up from Pete Matthews Coliseum momentarily. Stay with us.
Why is everyone making the switch to a new Ford at Buster Miles Ford in Heflin? It's the great service, the great selection, and the great deals, like savings of $12,000 off a new 2013 F-150 Super Crew, or the new 2013 Ford Edge SE for only $23,999, plus 0% for 60 months on most new Fords. So find out why everyone's making the switch to America's #1 selling brand. At Buster Miles Ford in Heflin, I-20 exit 199, the difference worth driving since 1947.
Your neighborhood Grub Mart is your one-stop shop for everything you need when you're on the go. Grub Mart features the best prices on Coke and Pepsi products and is home to the 99-cent bag of ice every day. And Grub Mart is your exclusive home for the popcorn bucket. Purchase yours for only $5.99 and then bring it in for free refills throughout the year. That's right, free popcorn for a full year. Your locally owned and operated Grub Mart, in business for over 72 years.
Hi, my name is Reverend Jeffrey C. Williams, the owner and licensed funeral director of Anderson Funeral Services. At Anderson Funeral Services, we are compassionate and caring individuals committed to providing quality and professional service at affordable prices. We are where service begins and never ends, and love is what love does.
Aniston Funeral Services offers affordable services to meet any need for all families. Aniston Funeral Services, 630 South Wilmer Avenue, where service begins and never ends.
Midtown Outlet and Room by Room has everything you need to turn your house into a home. Give your bedroom a new look with this 12-piece bedroom package, which includes queen bed, dresser, mirror, nightstand, mattress set, and 4-piece comforter set for only $10.95. Catch the next big game in a new Ashley recliner for $2.95 or Power recliner for $4.95. We continually search for the best buys and values in the furniture market to get you the best furniture for your money. Midtown Outlet and Room by Room, helping you turn your house into a home.
The 2014 Calhoun County Basketball Tournament is brought to you by the Calhoun County Commission.
Okay, we're back at the Calhoun County Basketball Tournament. Girls semifinal action going on with Jacksonville leading Oxford by a score of 30-16. John Holder back with you courtside at the Coliseum, and my guest at this time is the new head football coach of the Ohatchee High School Indians. And when I mean new, I mean just approved last night at the Calhoun County Board of Education meeting. Scott Martin is the new head coach. He comes over from being the head coach at Class 6A, Hillcrest of Tuscaloosa. Coach, welcome to Calhoun County.
Thank you. I appreciate it, John. Look forward to it, and what a great honor. I appreciate you having us over tonight. What a great crowd here at the Coliseum, and it's really exciting to be in Calhoun County, and I appreciate the board and administration having confidence to give me the opportunity to lead the Indians next year.
You know the question that's coming. Not every day does a guy leave a successful 6A program, Hillcrest Tuscaloosa, to come to what was a 2A, and the reclassification will now be a 3A, the Ohatchee Indians. Tell us about that decision to come from West Alabama to East Alabama and to come from the 6A to a 3A.
Well, I have some friends and family toward this region, but one of the things I've always kind of prided myself in is going into difficult situations and starting a program from the ground up. Next year will be my 29th year coaching high school football, 22nd as a head football coach, and I look forward to the challenge that it's going to be coming over there. And, it really doesn't matter what class or how many A's are behind, that number. It's important that once you get between the lines, it's all football. And I'm really looking forward to going into this situation where it's been quite a number of years since they've had a winning season, much less a playoff season, and have the opportunity to go in there and start the program from the ground. And I think the kids are excited, the coaches are excited, I know I'm excited.
What are some things? You've been in this thing for 28 years now, going on 29. So I think there are distinctives to a Scott Martin coach football team. What can the folks at Ohatchee expect from a Scott Martin team?
Well, one of the things we try to do is we build our program, I think, around 4 cornerstones. The number one is going to be character. It's going to be character of our kids on and off the field, in and out of the classroom. Number 2 is their commitment to the program, commitment to doing the things the way we want them done. Not begging kids and stroking kids all the time and saying, hey, this is the things that we're going to do. And to play football at Ohatchee, they're the things you're going to have to commit to do. And sometimes you'll be out of your comfort zone. Next thing is courage, having the courage to do things the right way. It's real easy to do things the right way when somebody's watching, a coach, a parent, an administrator, or whatever, but are you the kind of young man that's going to have the courage to do things right when you're by yourself? Those are the kind of things that are important. And then finally, champion. And champion, obviously, the first thing people think of is championship banners. They think of winning championships. But not only is it a champion on the field, but again, in the classroom, out of the classroom, we want them to be champions in life.
X's and O's wise, what can folks expect? Like the run, like the throw, defense, 3-4, 4-3? What do we expect there?
Well, we're a balanced football team. I mean, we do a little bit of everything, but, you know, we got our roots from Rich Rodriguez when he was at Tulane, went on to Clemson. Of course, then it's funny, when Gus Malzahn was a high school football coach, he and I got to be good friends. So it's kind of ironic we're both here in the state. So we learned a lot of things from him over a course of time when he was at Springdale. And then I kind of followed him around from Arkansas to Tulsa to Auburn to Arkansas State back to Auburn. So you'll see a lot of things that he does in our offense. But then, you know, Coach Saban was over at LSU, and I was living down in Louisiana for 40 plus years, and you know, he always told me you got to run the football to be successful at any level, and I believe that. So we're a balanced offense, but we're going to try to run the football with a lot of play action, and then defensively, a lot of it fits in our scheme, but you know, we're probably going to base out of some type of 4-3 or 4-2 scheme. We'll see how it works out.
Coach, I know the folks at Ohatchee are excited. I know you're excited, obviously. Welcome to Calhoun County. Congratulations.
I appreciate it, John. Thank you very much.
Scott Martin is the new head football coach of the Ohatchee High School Indians. Day number 1 on the job here at the Calhoun County Tournament, guys.
That is an incredible hire there, G. That's very impressive. I think one of the best hires we've seen in a few years in this area. No question. With just what he brings to the table and what Ohatchee needs and has needed since Jeff Smith left back in 02-03.
Yeah, this is a dynamic hire. John talked about it earlier. The fact that, you know, he leaves a 6A program. He goes to the playoffs several years in a row. He has a strong coaching pedigree. And the names he was putting out there, not just name dropping, he actually knows these guys and was actually really, really close with these guys, Gus Malzahn and some of the other college coaches. So it'll be interesting to see what he brings to the Ohatchee program.
It'll be fun to watch out there on the Creek Bank, see if he can get those Indians back in their winning ways. That's going to do it for right now from Pete Matthews Coliseum. We got another break here before third quarter action begins. We got a semifinal round matchup. Jacksonville holding strong over Oxford, 30-16 at the break.
The physical therapists and athletic trainers at Dr. Clinton Ray Sports Medicine and Physical Therapy are dedicated to bringing the patients of Northeast Alabama the most advanced therapy treatments available to return you to your active lifestyle. Dr. Clinton Ray and Dr. Jeffrey Lawler are both committed to providing excellent surgical care of your orthopedic needs. The doctors and therapy staff have the desire and experience to treat you like a world-class athlete, but with a personal touch.
The Calhoun County Commission, made up of Fred Wilson, Tim Hodges, Don Hudson, J.D. Hess, and Rudy Abbott, asks that you take a look at what Calhoun County has to offer. With our beautiful parks, neighborhoods, recreational facilities, historic sites, and museums, our citizens enjoy a high quality of life and strongly support the arts. If you're considering expanding or starting a new business, take a look at what Calhoun County has to offer. You'll be glad you did.
You not know it's January out here. Chad, the deals are so hot here at Cooper Chevrolet, I thought I'd work on my tan. Good Lord knows you need one.
The deals are hot at Cooper Chevrolet Buick. Save big on remaining 2013 Buicks priced thousands under invoice, like 2013 Buick Enclave. Save up to $6,000 off MSRP. Or the Buick LaCrosse. Get up to $4,500 in discounts. Cold weather brings out the hottest deals. Only at Cooper Chevrolet Buick, South Quintard in Anniston.
Chad, does it look like I need some more lotion on?
Welcome to Hubbard's Off Main, where every guest is valued. We look forward to serving you from the heart of our city in historic downtown Oxford. Hubbard's Off Main offers a full lunch menu of some down-home cooking with meat and vegetable plates, all in 40 minutes or less. An upscale dinner is prepared by our executive chef, Brett Jenkins, and sous chef, Jeremy Minton, every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday nights. Hubbard's Off Main, a unique dining experience.
Does this sound familiar?
I have been waiting for 2 years for my husband to do the things on this list. Can you help me?
Yeah, let me help you find somebody for that.
Come in today and let us show you how to boogie down that to-do list. We can dance all your troubles away and help you get on the right track. We can help you with all your home improvement projects. Let us break down your to-do list and help you take back your weekend.
Come visit us at Oxford Lumber and Ace Hardware and find out why we're different. And don't forget to sign up for your Ace Rewards card.
You know, we mentioned Casmine Copeland earlier for Oxford. That is Virginia Poe, the Bolton Chiropractic player to watch for the Jacksonville Golden Eagles, and I think rightly so. She's leading all scorers right now with 11 points, as she's got a third of the scoring for the Golden Eagles, and just like that comes out with an opening possession rebound for Poe. Nice look down low, so Jacksonville picking up right where they left off at the beginning of the third quarter. And Kirksey with an easy 2 to begin. She's got 6 on the night, and it's a 16-point lead for the Golden Eagles.
Yeah, you want to see both teams really come out hot at this point of the game. Angel Kidd misses on the three-pointer there, but first 5 minutes of this quarter will be really, really big.
McCartney down to Clark, who's out back to Higgins. And McCartney again for 3. Has trouble tonight finding the range on that 3 attempt. So Kidd is having some trouble on the offensive side, looking for help, finds Poe. And Poe kicks it across court. Ooh, nice feed all the way down to Stone for the easy 2.
Good ball movement there by Jacksonville. Took it from one corner. Virginia Poe got trapped all the way around to the inside. Stone, easy 2-pointer, wide open.
No dribbles, 4 players had the ball. That's just beautiful movement. Copeland now trying to answer back with a bucket of her own. Nice shooter's touch. Gets it to fall. She's got 8. And remember, she left most of the second quarter because of foul trouble, and this could be another one for her, and it is. Boy, yes. That's a tough one to take. Again, right when she comes back in, produces points for the Yellow Jackets, and she has to go back to the bench. And she just got a little too close there with the body. So that's 4 fouls. They're actually going to leave her in the game at this point. And at this point, you know, you really can't let it get any more out of hand than what it is, or it's going to be too far out of reach even if she does come back. And Jacksonville comes back and hits again. So they're back out to that 18-point lead. Copeland, 4 fouls, shoots up to 3, doesn't get it to fall, rims out, and Kidd's got the basketball. She can be real aggressive with that ball when Copeland's on her right now. Out of bounds, last touch by Jacksonville.
Looks like they'll sub out Copeland for Winter Taylor. Winter Taylor got a lot of minutes in the first half because of Copeland's foul trouble.
See, Oxford's had a lot of looks from behind the arc, just haven't been able to find that range. McCartney's had some looks, Higgins has had some looks, I think Clark's even had some looks. They just can't quite get them to fall tonight, and that's got to be tough for you.
Yeah, that, and the same fact also that, you know, they've got some shots inside of 10 feet as well. I mean, they've got the 3-pointers and the outside perimeter shots they've wanted, but they've also got some bunts right down by the basket and haven't been able to put those in, and those have to be really frustrating. Let's take a look, good look at Coach Ryan Chambliss, and I love the way he conducts his huddles because he's so much taller than the girls. He always gets down on his knees to address the plays. I've always found that just kind of different and distinct. You know, he stands about 6'3", 6'4". So he really gets down, and whatever he does works. I mean, they have championship aspirations, and it looks like they're on their way to another county championship as well.
He's had success everywhere he's been, and I think that's just something that's instilled from his father down, and certainly has been an excellent head coach here at Jacksonville High School. And that's going to be a loose ball out of bounds, last touched, I think, by Kirksey. And so Oxford will get the ball back, trailing 36-18 with 5:30 to go here in the third quarter.
This is a key point for Oxford here. They need to get some points.
This would be huge, and that 3 does fall. So Winter Taylor in for Casmine Copeland, and she gets it to drop. Big points are off the bench. Oh, they want the walk, but they do not. They're going to say that Poe lost the ball on the way up, able to control it when she gets down to the ground and puts it up and in.
First points for her since the first quarter. She had 11 points in the first quarter.
Winter Taylor now feeling it. She's got 6 quick ones.
Jackson's been letting her shoot from the outside. That's 2 in a row, so hopefully Jacksonville will change that up a little bit.
And this one almost stolen away. Big trouble here. They go with the timeout. Kidd had nowhere to go with that ball. And Chambliss wisely calls the timeout with 4:34 to go. So it's going to be a 30-second timeout as Chambliss want to talk it over. Just didn't seem like they had good separation down there.
No, they didn't. And I guarantee part of this huddle will be, hey, when number 5 gets out there, especially on the corner, you got to guard her. That's 2 big three-pointers in a row.
Yeah.
And this is a key time for Oxford right here. They really need to cut into this lead. It's been about a 10 to 12 to 15-point lead really throughout the end of the first quarter through the second quarter. 14-point lead at the half. And so this would be a good time for Jacksonville or for Oxford to really hammer into this lead if they want to get back into this game.
There you see head coach of the Oxford Yellow Jackets, Tanya Peoples, and you know this basketball team had some good years a few years back. In the early 2000s, they won a few of these tournaments in a row, and I believe they had a pretty good string there. I think it was they won back-to-back in 04, 05, and 05 and 06. And they also won in 01-02, so they had 3 titles in 5 years, but have not done so since. They even made it to the final game in 06 and 07. So they had a good run, but not much since that time. And they're trying to get back to that championship game, but Sierra Stone and company just a little bit too much at this point. 40-24 with 4:06 to go. Tried to find that range again, had the look, just couldn't quite get it to fall again.
Leonard Taylor there with a little heat check, making sure that shooter's touch was still on.
Kid dribbles and finds the open player, and they find way down to Stone again. She has been lights out, a freshman with 12 tonight in this big semifinal game.
One area Jackson's really hurt Oxford is whenever you double team, Jacksonville's so good at finding the open person.
Poe with nice defense, moving her feet, and I think they're going to actually call a foul on Poe. I don't know exactly where that contact occurred.
Yeah, Poe.
Take a look at it again. I mean, the hand's resting really on the back. I didn't see anything to force. Looks like the Oxford ball handler just kind of lost her feet there, but nevertheless, it'll be Oxford basketball when we return. TV timeout here at Pete Matthews Coliseum with 3:31 to go. 42-24, Golden Eagles over the Yellow Jackets.
It's never easy to discuss the passing of a loved one. The professional staff at Chapel Hill Funeral Home will make this difficult time as comfortable as possible. More people than ever are planning ahead to make their final arrangements. We offer affordable alternatives to expensive funeral home and cremation services. We can assist you in the selection of caskets, graveside services, and cremation urns. Chapel Hill Funeral Home, a member of the Dignity Memorial Network, is where friends and family have gathered to share grief since 1981.
Is your tax refund here and the life of your vehicle is gone? Here at Jacksonville Auto Sales, we can help. Hello folks, I'm Marty Boyles, and my main goal is to make sure you find the vehicle that meets your needs and fits your budget. Not only do we offer the best prices and selection in the area, Jacksonville Auto Sales is also committed to providing you with a very pleasant buying experience. So stop by and see us today across from Walmart in Jacksonville, or find us on the web at jascars.com. Jacksonville Auto Sales, home of the no rigmarole deal.
Jacksonville Golden Eagles, there's the mascot. Little photo op.
It's a good looking couple there.
You think that's going to end up on Instagram?
Probably
I got there it goes right there. She's put it on right now.
A black and white filter on Instagram. I can see it already.
Border, no border.
You got to border that one.
You got to border that one? Okay.
You got to border those.
Guarantee it's up right now. She went straight to it. It's amazing.
Technology these days.
We sound old. Higgins with the inbounds pass. Loose ball and going to be kicked around back to Higgins, who loses it, turns around. Virginia Poe there for the defense, swats it away and out to Kidd now, who took a few steps there, but nevertheless, shot no good. And rebound down low by new player Jordan Smith enters the game here for Oxford.
One thing Tanya Peoples hasn't been afraid to do is go deep into her bench. That's already now 4 players off the bench for Jacksonville.
And that's going to be a long 2 attempt by McCartney, who has just struggled a little bit from the field tonight. I feel like if she was able to knock down some of these shots that she had back, it'd be a slightly different game. Poe, though, short on her attempt, and Higgins Wide open to McCartney, who's going to go up and off the backboard, no good. Poe. Coast to coast. No foul called. Bodies on the floor, and that's going to be a bucket for Darian Martin.
Nice look at the replay there. Just gets the shooter's touch, bounces all parts of the rim, and falls in.
Looked like a bomb went off there. The floor, bodies all over the floor there for a second. So Stone now with the loose ball pickup. Wasn't quite a shot. And Kidd will bring it back the other way. One-handed pass, going to be loose and picked up. And they try to go down low to Stone, but it's just a little bit too far. Now we still have a loose ball. Poe picks it up, dribbles around for a second, and is anybody going to come to her aid? And they do. And Higgins lets him off the hook with a foul.
Third foul for Lexi Higgins. That was a pretty easy call there by the official. Higgins frustrated with herself, knowing that she didn't have to do it, and so McCartney will come out. Higgins will stay on the floor. Well, and McCartney was favoring a knee a little bit there earlier in the second quarter.
Looked like, yeah. Especially on that breakaway, she was definitely holding on to that knee a little bit there. Easily to Poe. Poe in the paint, goes to the right hand. Nice dish down low. And she gives it off to Deja Kirksey, the sophomore, with the easy bucket.
It's a good part of her game.
Jacksonville leads by 22. Copeland back in the game now. Pull-up jump shot, knocks it down. Might things been a little bit different too if she didn't have the foul trouble. If she was out all night. She's got 10 points to lead Oxford. Easily with the right hand. No good. There, though, again for the rebound and put back, Deja Kirksey, who now creeps into the double-digit figures as well. She's got 10. Under a minute to play now. Blocked by Poe. And Destiny Easley will slow things down, try to work off the screen, loses the handle. Gets it back to Poe, who dribbles around for a moment. Back to Easley now. 20 seconds on the clock. Jasmine Easley looking down low for Kirksey. Has it taken away, and Copeland will come back with 10 seconds to work. Left side of the elbow, kicks it over to, and I think that's going to be Winter Taylor, who has a shot, and it's going to be off the back of the iron. 3 seconds to go. She's going to go to the line for 2 shots.
Winter Taylor's been a good player for this Oxford basketball team. She can go up to 11 points after these 2 free throws. But at this point of the game, really the middle part of that third quarter is when Oxford really had their opportunity, really had their chance, and that's when Jacksonville really took advantage of it. Up now by 20 points. Appearing that's going to be the score as we head into halftime, or as we head into the fourth quarter.
So 3 seconds. Poe will have one final look. Gets it off in time, but it's going to be short. So it's a 20-point advantage for the defending champion Jacksonville Golden Eagles. With 8 minutes to go, they lead Oxford by a score of 48-28. We'll see what Tanya Peoples and staff can draw up as we come back with the final 8 minutes. In a moment, stay with us.
All of our staff here at Sonny King Honda, we would like to thank you for a fantastic 2013 and would like to invite you in 2014 to see our great lineup of new Hondas. Come in and check out our all-new 2014 Accord Hybrid with 50 miles per gallon in the city. Also check out our new Odyssey, a new Pilot built right here in your own backyard in Lincoln, Alabama. Right here at Sonny King Honda, exit 188 off Interstate 20, where customer satisfaction is king.
What do you want to get done today? Want to take the loader off? Bing, bang, boom. Need to connect a mower deck? Oh, look, you just did. The one family subcompact tractor with dozens of attachments, only from John Deere. Now, how can you top that tomorrow? That's how we run. and nothing runs like a deer.
Stop by Sneed Ag Supply for great deals going on now. 7 convenient locations or online at sneedag.com.
And we're back at Pete Matthews Coliseum. Final quarter to play. 8 minutes is all that's left between Jacksonville and a return trip to the championship game. And just kind of going over some of the numbers. Of course, they won last year in the championship game over Anniston, 59-57. They're looking for a rematch of last year's title game because Anniston was all over Piedmont. Nene Bolton and some of that squad. That's going to be an interesting game. I know you and I will get to have firsthand look at that tomorrow night.
You're absolutely right, and that's a championship rematch, and also these two teams will probably be back in this gym for the regionals as well, and they could meet each other on the way to the Final Four in Birmingham.
Yeah, definitely a county tournament is a huge advantage for a lot of these teams in the Calhoun County that have the advantage and the fortune to make it to the Northeast Regionals. It just gives you a kind of a home field advantage type thing because it is literally your backyard because you wind up playing probably 3-4 games on it during a county tournament year in, year out, you know, if you're a good basketball team. So big benefit for both teams, and it looks like that's the matchup we will have tomorrow night, Jacksonville and Anniston. Anniston, of course, really has been, if there's a dominant force on either side, girls or boys in the county tournament since, you know, the year 2000, it's got to be Anniston. Anniston's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 titles since 2002, 2003. Tell me Eddie Bullock doesn't know what he's doing over there, huh?
Exactly, and they've been to the Final Four a couple times. They've been in the championship game a couple times as well, so that is complete dominance in the county and excellence statewide.
Jacksonville still looking to push. Everybody's still on the floor, up 52-28. And Poe with an easy look. That's going to be back-to-back buckets for Virginia Poe. And that's going to give her 17 points as they lead 54-28.
What makes her so good is that she's so versatile. She can shoot the three-point shot. She's struggled a little today, but that's part of her repertoire. She's also a great defender, and she's a good leader for this basketball team. And you see
a little bit of contact there.
Yeah, in good position. It's actually her third foul on the game, so we'll see if Coach Shambliss will take her out for a little bit to give her a breather and come back in towards the end of the game. But Angel Kidd is also now back on the floor for Jacksonville, and whenever you have those two leaders on the floor at the same time, it is really, really helpful for any ball club.
Higgins, second attempt is good. Kidd just does get it over, but a nice steal there for Oxford as Taylor comes through with a big steal, but Jacksonville would have it back for a moment, only to lose it back with a foot on the line.
And there's elements of this game that Oxford could take back with them as they go back into 6A competition that's really strong. They've played well defensively.
Poe, good defense, but Higgins, an even better shot. Nice sequence there for Oxford. You're going to need a lot more of that here down the stretch and a lot of defense if they're going to want to get back into this thing. Kidd off the mark as it rolls out. Jump ball possession arrow is in favor of Oxford.
Jump ball, Oxford basketball.
Coach Shambliss points to his watch and then holds his hand up, signaling, hey, we have time. We can drown this clock a little bit. No need to rush any shots. So far, they're not in any kind of foul trouble, only 3 team fouls so far. So they won't put them on the line for a long time. But for Oxford, the girl that has the basketball right now, Casman Copeland, she's kind of been the stigma of this basketball game because when she's been in, Oxford's done some great things. And she was out. Jacksonville took prime advantage of it, and they were able to stretch this lead out.
3 fouls early in the game kind of inhibited her from, or prohibited her from playing much of the second half of the second quarter, in which Jacksonville really kind of pulled away at that point, then had a quick foul at the beginning of the third quarter, and that left her out of most of that stanza. So for the large meat of the game, she's been out. And I tell you what's been the big contributor for them tonight, that's been Winter Taylor. That is another three-pointer for her. She's got 4 on the day and 12 points for the Yellow Jackets to lead this squad. And now a steal. Higgins barely stays in bounds, and it's going to be a foul call.
Goes hard right there into the scores table. Hope Lexi Higgins is okay. So looks like she's walking around pretty fine. But give credit to Oxford. They're fighting all the way through. They're down 20 points with about 5 minutes to go in the game, but you wouldn't tell by their effort.
And Jacksonville certainly trying to slow this thing down now, burn a little bit of clock, and very wisely doing so.
That's one thing Coach Chambliss told him at the last break, that we have the time and we have the lead. It's the two things you want, so make Oxford foul us.
They waited for the right shot and they get it. Deja Kirksey.
That's got to be so frustrating for Oxford. I mean, we talked about it time and time again. Whenever you double team the basketball, they are always looking for the open person. And this is a very heads-up basketball team from Angel Kidd to Virginia Poe. And nice shot there and finished by Deja Kirksey.
So Kirksey's got 12. And we got 4:16 to go as you see Sierra Stone taking a seat on the bench.
We might not see her again for the rest of the game, and if not, she's played a fantastic one.
She has been a huge spark for Jacksonville, a big presence down low, both literally and figuratively. Copeland again, boy, I tell you, if they could have had her all these minutes, we might have a different story. May not be enough still, but she has certainly made a difference when she's been on the floor.
It, without a doubt, will change the complexion of this game. She was such a force, both on offense and on defense for them. And when she got that third foul, and especially when she got that fourth foul, that was extremely frustrating for Oxford.
Darian Martin with the ball, and it's going to be knocked out. So we got a TV timeout here with 3:43 to go. Jacksonville in full control of this one, up by 20, 56-36. Back to Pete Matthews in a moment.
Midtown Outlet and Room by Room has everything you need to turn your house into a home. Give your bedroom a new look with this 12-piece bedroom package, which includes queen bed, dresser, mirror, nightstand, mattress set, and 4-piece comforter set for only $10.95. Catch the next big game in a new Ashley recliner for $2.95 or Power recliner for $4.95. We continually search for the best buys and values in the furniture market to get you the best furniture for your money. Midtown Outlet and Room by Room, helping you turn your house into a home.
Welcome to Hubbard's off Main, where every guest is valued. We look forward to serving you from the heart of our city in historic downtown Oxford. Hubbard's off Main offers a full lunch menu of some down-home cooking with meat and vegetable plates, all in 40 minutes or less. An upscale dinner is prepared by our executive chef, Brett Jenkins, and sous chef, Jeremy Minton, every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday nights. Hubbard's off Main, a unique dining experience.
Back at the Pete. Final segment of this contest. Last TV timeout is over and done with, and as we mentioned, Jacksonville in full control of this, trying to get back to that championship game against the Anniston Bulldogs. Looks ever so much like that's what we're going to see. It's been a good night so far. Anniston with a big win over Piedmont in the first game. Very impressive win for them. And then the game of possibly the Pete.
Yes, yes.
I mean, I think there's some regional tournament games that I've seen that could certainly rival this.
Yes.
Cherokee County Weaver,
right.
From a few years back, whenever both schools were just deadly and Tommy Lewis was still at Cherokee County. Amazing battles. But I say for the county tournaments, I saw a game a few years back with White Plains and Sax, where White Plains hit a three-point shot there at the buzzer to knock off Sax back when Sax would Burkett and had some good moments but they hit the 3 to go to the quarterfinal round. That was a big one. There's been some good ones, but that one, just like we mentioned, all the storylines involved, the crazy shot at the end, and just an amazing contest. And Sacred Heart beats Oxford tonight with a final second 3-point shot.
Yes, and one of the things that you brought up was it made history at the same time. For the first time ever, we'll see a 1A school play on Saturday for the championship.
So we got 3:02 left in this one. I think it's really just showing that in the county, there's some good basketball teams on the girls' side. It's just that Jacksonville and Anniston are so dominant. When you've got Final Four contenders 2 different times, basically the same level, same classification,
right?
In the same tournament every year, they're going to dominate like this. And both teams that they played tonight, they've really kind of just owned it from start to finish.
They have, and they have championship pedigree, and they're one of those teams that they want to use this tournament. They don't necessarily, everybody wants to win this tournament, but they want to use this tournament to get better to play in Birmingham, and that's kind of their MO. And there's been times, including last year, where both of those teams enter this tournament as 2 top 10 teams in the state. And Jacksonville right now is not ranked. Anderson's ranked number 6 in the state, and so it tells you the kind of mentality that they play with when they come into these games. And they won't look at the scoreboard and pat themselves in the back for beating Oxford by 20 points. They want to play as best as they can because they know the team that they're going to have to play tomorrow night.
And the foul down low. Deja Kirksey will now go to the line for 2. .235 to go. Ryan Chambliss looking on and
forever coaching.
Always. And gets the second one to fall as well. So yeah, he's had a good run as a both player and a coach. Has Chambliss been in this area for a while. The Ohatchee stint, also here at Jacksonville, obviously has Alexandria ties there as well. Just an impressive run that he's had in his young coaching career. He's got a long way to go, and certainly off to a pretty doggone good start. McCartney again for 3, off the front of the iron, no good. Easily now with the rebound, and she picks up the dribble. Fortunately for her, she does not travel. Now we're under 2 to play. So as Jacksonville wins tonight and sets up the matchup tomorrow night, what are you most excited about seeing between these 2 heavyweights balloting out for the title?
That's easy. You want to see the way Angel Kidd and Virginia Poe play against probably the best player in the state of Alabama, and Quenisha Bolton. Nene Bolton is a McDonald's All-American nominee. She's an All-State player. She's already signed with the University of Alabama. You have 2 great juniors for Jacksonville, both Virginia Poe and Angel Kidd, as Virginia Poe misses and then makes the money on the next one to give her 19 points on the day. But then what Jacksonville counters with is another fantastic basketball player on the inside with Sierra Stone. And so you'll see how Sierra Stone and Bolton really match up. And John and Mickey talked about it in our first game. Bolton has guard-like handles, guard-like feet, but she can muscle you down low as well. And so those 2 things all working together, and then they all have surrounding parts around them that are really, really, really good. Raven Cooley for Anniston, as well as Martisha Jackson. So it'll be an interesting game no matter what tomorrow, as these 2 heavyweights, so to speak, for the girls basketball sides are going at it.
I tell you one thing to watch too when you talk about Nene Bolton down low, and also Sierra Stone. Very good size for a young player, but she's in the 9th grade.
Yes,
and even though she's been impressive, that's going to be a tremendous task for her to be able to go up against the state's best player in Nene Bolton. That's just it's going to be on this stage as well.
Yeah,
that's going to be a tough test, and I think that might be something that Anderson's going to try to go to, obviously, and just see how Stone reacts to that.
Yeah, and Stone actually reminds me a lot of a young Nene Bolton when she was playing at Wellborn as a freshman.
Should be fun to watch. It'll be amazing tomorrow night, and that game will tip off at 6 o'clock. You can catch it right here live on TV 24. Of course, we are also live streaming on the web at tv24.tv. You can watch this game on the tablet, whether you're out in the woods, wherever you are. Catch us anywhere on the web at tv24.tv. Now under 15 seconds to play, and a lot of fresh bodies are on the floor. It'd take me all 10 seconds to mention every single one of them, so we'll just, for fear of leaving somebody out, we'll just let it roll. 5.4 to go, and we are about to set to wrap up this one. Of course, got another boys game as well coming up next. Mickey Shadricks, John Holder will be alongside for that. As the Alexandria Valley Cubs, aforementioned earlier, will be taking on the Anniston Bulldogs on the boys' side. But for the girls, Jacksonville winners tonight over Oxford, 60-39. They move impressively on to tomorrow night's championship game against the Anniston Bulldogs in a rematch of the 2013 Calhoun County Basketball Championship, a game in which the Golden Eagles took out on top. We'll see how that one plays out. Garrett Mathangani and myself will have that call for you tomorrow night, so definitely tune in for that. John Holder is efforting for head coach Ryan Chambliss and a player here in just a moment, and I'm sure he'll be able to catch up with the coach. I'll be a very pleased coach at this point. He's got Virginia Poe alongside him. John Holder, courtside. John?
Okay, guys, we've got a matchup that certainly we've seen a lot of times before. Anniston and Jacksonville. Will begin with the game tonight, though. Virginia, that first quarter, you had 11 points, and y'all kind of set the tone of the game there, and you were a big part of that. Just tell us about that first quarter.
Well, I wanted to make sure that we played a game for 4 quarters, because I feel like we hadn't done that this year against a good team. And I really wanted to set the defensive tone, and we just started getting layups. That's what happens when we play good defense. So that's what we wanted to do tonight.
Very familiar with Anniston over the years. You played a lot of times against the Bulldogs. What do you think about one more time for the county title with Anniston?
Well, I love it. We always like playing Anniston. I mean, it's just another game, though. It's always Anniston. They're a really good team, and we want to beat them really bad. But, you know, it's a championship, and I'm sure we'll come out strong. Let's
talk with the coach here. Coach, your team tonight, solid performance all the way around. What did you think about your performance tonight?
I thought it was a great effort. You know, I thought the defensive effort was really good. I thought we ran the floor really good, you know, off of rebounds and turnovers. I thought we did a good job in transition tonight, you know, and that's something we've really been working on. So, you know, it's good to see us improve doing the stuff we really work on every day, you know. So that's the biggest thing to me, man, is, you know, I feel like we're improving at what we're doing. So,
your thoughts on the county tournament championship tomorrow night, Anniston and Jacksonville? That's about all you have to say as far as girls basketball goes around here the last several years.
I think it'll be another great game. You know, they're really good again, and you know, Coach Bullitt does a good job, and I think it'll be a great game and a lot of fun. You know, these kids love it, and that's what it's all about. So it'll be a lot of fun tomorrow night again.
Congratulations. We'll see both of you tomorrow night. All right, guys.
John, always appreciate your effort there on the sideline. And there you see the final score, 60-39. Jacksonville winners over Oxford and G. Jacksonville, Anniston, both of them just kind of on a different level these last couple of years between the other teams in the county.
Yeah, Oxford actually came into this tournament number 2 seed. Now, Jacksonville came in as a number 3 seed. Sometimes that goes on your record, but Jacksonville likes to play a lot of tough competition early leading into this game. And the reason why is because of teams like Anniston, and they'll get them tomorrow.
So we got an outstanding matchup tomorrow night on the girls' side. Jacksonville and Anniston. We mentioned Nene Bolton. You got so many players from Jacksonville. It's going to be an outstanding matchup. We'll be here for it to call for you tomorrow night. Anything in particular you can think of as far as the one thing that's going to stand out as being the difference for either team tomorrow night?
I think it'll be really interesting, and Piedmont showed this today. They try to take Nene Bolton out of the game to begin with, make everybody else beat you. And that's one thing that a lot of good teams like to do, is take away your best thing. Now, if Jacksonville can do that with Nene Bolton, or if Anniston can do that with Virginia Poe and Angel Kidd, it's what is everybody else going to do? What are the surrounding cast going to do? Today, Anniston stepped up. Today, Virginia Poe and Angel Kidd stepped up. So we'll see how both those things kind of figure out tomorrow.
It's going to be a good matchup, and we will be here live at the Pete for that. And don't forget, you can also catch that live streaming at TV24.tv. That's going to do it for Gerhard and myself from this seat. My man here is going to take the court side for the final boys semifinal matchup coming up next, right here on TV24. John Holder, Mickey Shatterix will have the call for you. The Alexandria Valley Cubs will try and knock off the vaunted Anniston Bulldogs in the boys' last semifinal. Stay with us right here on TV24. More basketball action coming up next.
Does this sound familiar?
I have been waiting for 2 years for my husband to do the things on this list. Can you help me?
Yeah, let me help you find somebody with that.
Come in today and let us show you how to boogie down that to-do list. We can dance all your troubles away and help you get on the right track. We can help you with all your home improvement projects. Let us break down your to-do list and help you take back your weekend.
Come visit us at Oxford Lumber and Ace Hardware and find out why we're different. And don't forget to sign up for your Ace Rewards card.
Scott, you not know it's January out here. Chad, the deals are so hot here at Cooper Chevrolet, I thought I'd work on my tan.
Good Lord knows you need one.
The deals are hot at Cooper Chevrolet Buick. Save big on remaining 2013 Buicks priced thousands under invoice, like 2013 Buick Enclave. Save up to $6,000 off MSRP. Or the Buick LaCrosse. Get up to $4,500 in discounts. Cold weather brings out the hottest deals. Only at Cooper Chevrolet Buick, South Quintard in Anniston.
Chad, does it look like I need some more lotion on?
Downey Drug, serving Calhoun County for 4 decades. Recently voted the best pharmacy in Calhoun County. We emphasize personal service, answering your questions, filling your prescriptions in minutes, not hours. Being locally owned and operated, your money stays in your community. Our prices have been compared to all area pharmacies, and once again, we win. Isn't it time you experience the best pharmacy in Calhoun County? Downey Drug, Welborn Plaza, Alexandria.
When it comes to great tasting barbecue, nobody does it better than Dad's Barbecue. Dad's Barbecue is slow hickory cooked to perfection, and Dad's menu includes a wide selection of popular items such as our smoked chicken sandwich, ribs, salads, and the best chicken fingers in town. And Dad's does catering, so let Dad's take care of your next party, family reunion, church function, or any type of